You have studied the program? An impressive beginning. Cow's piece on impressive. Will Colonel Goneyev's team succeed? Your opinion? Marina blinked, but did not show surprise. In a profession dominated by men, she had learned that unless she projected an aggressive, tough image, her superiors didn't find her credible. She was prepared to trade profanity with Premier Khrushchev if that's what it took to convince him that she was tough enough for the job. Keeping her voice low and authoritative, she said, "Not using these techniques." Khrushchev leaned forward, and his eyes narrowed to tiny dark spots. "Goneyev tells me you have a patient, a boy with the split mind, whom you control like a puppet. Is it true?" "He exaggerates. I have only begun my work with the boy." "Can you train him to kill on command, yes or no?" "I would be privileged to try." "You will be pleased to accomplish it. You are now in charge of the Ipatiev project. Colonel Goneyev will report to you." Marina hid both her surprise and pleasure. With a rush of confidence, she heard herself say, "On the condition that the project is named after me." Fedorchuk gasped. Khrushchev's head moved forward like a turtle's. "You are not a member of the party, Dr. Sorin. Why not?" "I am a scientist, Comrade Premier. Party affiliations do not alter the Babinski reflex or change the specific gravity of urine." "I'll bet you repair tractors, too. Do you know why we call it the Ipatiev Project?" "After the man who began it?" "Blind to history as well as politics," he said scornfully. 1 year, Doctor, and if your results match your arrogance, you can have your Sorin project." He nodded his dismissal. Fedorchuk took Marina's elbow and hurried her out of the office. Now that it was over, she felt the sweat trickling down her spine. Fedorchuk shook his head and whispered, "You are a foolish woman. Comrade Khrushchev named the Ipatiev project himself." Marina felt a thrill of alarm. "But who was Ipatiev?" "Even a scientist must remember what happened July 16th, 1918. It was a date every Russian learned in grade school. "The Tsar was executed at Yekaterinburg." "Bravo, scientist!" "And Ipatiev?" He glanced up and down the hallway. "The house where it happened." Marina Sorin was 33, old enough to have moved to the forefront of her profession and young enough to be confident of her ability to do the impossible. Flush with victory, she returned to the clinic where she found Misha sitting on a couch, elbows clutched close to his body, rocking. Marina joined him and put an arm over his shoulders. The body kept moving and didn't stop until she began the English song that always calmed him. "Where have you been, Billy boy, Billy boy? Oh, where have you been, charming Billy? I've been to seek a wife. She's the joy of my life. She's a young thing and cannot leave her mother." As Marina sang, the boy relaxed and became aware of the world around him. His face turned toward her, and she saw herself reflected in huge brown eyes flecked with gold like captured sunbeams. "Where have you been, Billy boy, Billy boy?" His finger reached tentatively to her cheek. "Where have you been, charming Billy?" She intercepted his hand and cradled it in her own. "I've been to seek a—" Marina paused, and the boy tensed. New words slipped slowly, softly from her lips. "I've been to find a knife which will end my baby's life. He's a young thing and cannot leave his mother." The boy smiled and corrected her by singing softly, "I've been to seek a wife." "Find a knife," Marina insisted. He stared at her, puzzled.